Years ago, Ann Coulter, a conservative writer, wrote a book, How to Talk to a Liberal If You Must. There's some humor to that, but there's a hell of a lot of truth to it. The left, generally speaking, is emotionally disturbed. They have problems. They don't believe in God generally. They think they can accomplish everything on their own without any help from the divine providence. And they got other issues, and it's gotten much worse over the years. They're rabid, they foam at the mouth, many of them. They're hateful, and frankly, they don't want to hear anything that contradicts their own self-styled opinions. Well, lo and behold, I discovered an article just the other day in Psychology Today. It's called Personality Traits, Mental Illness, and Ideology. Subtitle, Higher Rates of Mental Illness Have Been Found on the Far Left. Let me just read you the first paragraph, and I urge you to find it. It's dated March 17, 2021, so it's relatively recent. And here is what was found through studies, as reported by Psychology Today, which is a respected publication. Quote, previous research in political psychology has suggested that people with conservative political attitudes tend to have better physical health than their liberal counterparts. Of course, today we should use the word leftist because liberal is not fully descriptive of how crazy they have become. I'm going to continue the quote. A more recent study, Kierkegaard, 2020, found that political ideology may also be relevant to mental health, as people who are more liberal, that is leftist, especially those identifying as extremely liberal, are more likely to have mental health problems. The author suggested that this may be because political conservatism is associated with greater religiosity, which in turn is associated with better physical and mental health. However, the beneficial relationship between religiosity and health has only been found to apply in cultures in which religion is highly respected and does not occur in more secular cultures. On the other hand, conservatism and liberalism are associated with the personality traits of conscientiousness and neuroticism, respectively, meaning that liberalism or leftism is more neurotic, that is, unable to control their emotions, which are more robustly linked with mental health than religiosity. Very interesting study because it explains why the left, when you talk to a leftist, they don't want to hear what you have to say. They don't care about the proof that shows otherwise. They don't care about the consequences of their actions, whether it's rioting in the streets, or whether it's breaking up families because they don't want to discuss issues, or whether it's educating children one way or the other. They are basically, in and of themselves, they're God. And they don't believe in God generally. They don't want their kids to go to religious school. They don't want to have any contact in many instances. And this helps explain what's going on in the world today with the left. It tells you why we are in a war with the left, because they have more mental illness in part than conservatives do and others. And it tells you also why the country needs to fight back if it's to survive. Now, we know in the former Soviet Union, for instance, in China and other places, religion is generally banned. And that's because they don't want any competition with God. But there's the other side of the coin, the fact that they're more neurotic, that they're more concerned in being combative than actually trying to solve problems. That is why we are at war with the left. So whether you have problems inside your own family or whether you're dealing with forces from outside that want to harm you or destroy you or won't consider anything that you have to say, go read this article. It's important. It's a neutral article. Psychology Today actually is a leftist publication in many ways. So that's my message for today. Go to freedomwatchusa.org, join our Justice League, help fight against the left, which is bent on destroying this country one way or the other. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. Only talk to a liberal if you must.